I have some sci-fi fantasy news for you. Honestly, it's just going to be Marvel and DCEU because there's not a lot going on in the Dune movie verse, despite a lot of people being pissed off about them possibly streaming it on HBO Max instead of having it in theater because it might actually kill the possibility of a part 2 to Dune, but what do I know? Or the director of the film, who is also freaking out about this. Witcher Season 2 filming, they're on holiday break right now, so there's nothing to report on that. Lord of the Rings is almost finished filming, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, just a little bit of Marvel and DC news, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you this way. I want to start off by doing my favorite thing, which is bashing Warner Brothers, the most greedy, evil company I feel like I've ever come across, that I think doesn't use child slavery. Right? Oh god, did they use child slave labor too? So anyways, I did a video a couple months back talking about the rumor that Warner Brothers did not want to call Zack Snyder's Justice League cut that because they were worried about it sounding like, oh, Zack Snyder had ownership of the movie and they want more credit for it. Well, that rumor actually has a lot more weight to it because, you know, they're little bitch babies. According to an HBO Max commercial, it's not called Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. It's called Justice League Director's Cut. Wow, Warner Brothers, you are so sensitive. Like the littlest thing to your ego, or if someone gets a little bit of praise and you don't, it's like a mental breakdown for you. I hate Warner Brothers so much. Interestingly, though, talking about Zack Snyder, Jared Leto is hinting that him and Zack are working on some upcoming projects and that he may or may not have filmed some scenes for the Justice League director cut. Stupid Warner Brothers. Zack gave us a sexy new look at Wonder Woman by some ruins, and also we got a new look at Wonder Woman mid-battle. I mean, look at this new Wonder Woman photo. Damn, girl. On the Flash live-action movie, reportedly, they'll be filming for realsies in April of this year. Which, you know, alright. I'm sure you will start filming in April. Moving on. We got a better look at Richard Madden's character's action figure for the Eternals. I feel like it looks more like Sebastian Stan than Richard Madden, but it's a toy and honestly, I just don't care. There are a bunch of new WandaVision posters, which by the way, that premieres on January 15th, and there's a lot of WandaVision news out there right now, so if you want to learn more about the show, it's going to be super easy because Disney is just flooding all the sites with promotion for it. So one, the new WandaVision posters are amazing, and some creative people actually pieced together Wanda's promotional art to give us a better look at her Scarlet Witch outfit. I really like it. I showed a friend, and they were not impressed, and they thought it looks really stupid, so I don't know. I feel like maybe you're being a bit too judgy when you don't see the whole outfit. Sir. You should check out the latest promotional teasers for WandaVision, by the way, if you're excited for the show or you need to get excited about the show. The reality bending and Twilight Zone feel is out of this world, and I couldn't be more excited. I actually could be a little more excited, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty excited. Despite there being tons of news, I don't want to cover a bunch of it, but I will cover Elizabeth Olsen talking about her favorite eras to shoot during filming. So this is what our Scarlet Witch shared for her favorite eras to shoot. The 50s was actually very hard for me because there is this struggle having an audience there as you're playing for the camera. And it put me in this place of not forgetting that. The 70s and the 80s were delicious because there's a lot of playful humor, so you get to play the cheese of it. And there is something that was really enjoyable and freeing about that. Then in the 80s, what I loved about that was you get to lean into the sincerity, which is also like playing into the cheese in a different way. I like how being sincere is leaning into cheese. Man, as a society, we just really hate being nice to each other. I'm one of those people too. I got really angry. This person decided to go 10 miles. Lastly on WandaVision, Matt Shakman, who directed WandaVision, talked about how nervous he is about it premiering this month. So that gentleman stated, Kevin Feige is incredible. He's been just the best sort of champion for this project, and also the best source of wisdom and guidance. The show beats with a love and an appreciation for the history of television, so it makes sense to be the first one out of the gate, even though it wasn't planned to be that way. And it's an honor, and it's terrifying, and it's surreal like everything else right now. The fact that we are the first Marvel MCU property to come out since Endgame, I never could have fathomed that when we started working on this project. But it is a wonderful way to start Marvel's work in the streaming world. A show that is a giant love letter to the history of television is a perfect way for the maker of the biggest blockbusters to come to television. Yeah, because originally we were supposed to get Falcon and the Winter Soldier as the first one out. It was going to be in August of last year. I'm so glad I can say 2020 was last year now. That actually was a little relieving to say that. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come out in August 2020, and then we were going to see WandaVision December 2020. So that Matt wasn't originally going to have that pressure of being the first MCU property out the gate. Sorry, Matt. Also, you really can't hype people up like that in your comment, because MCU fans love giving death threats. Honestly, any fandom loves giving death threats. And really, at this point, if you've made it to a certain age and you haven't gotten any death threats on the internet, you're like a unicorn or something. Or you're a bland human being. Lastly, Star-Lord will be in Thor, Love and Thunder, and James Gunn promised us Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 won't break us like the end of Game of Thrones did. Sane? I don't think so. I don't think most of GOT fans were angry because Dany became evil, but because she did so suddenly without any build-up or explanation. It didn't feel real. Now, if you're wondering why he's being asked that, people are worried that he's going to kill Rocket in Volume 3. There's no evidence for it, just everyone thinks that Volume 3 is going to set up a big death for the team so they can start moving in other people. You don't have to kill to add to the team, dude. Come on. We need a couple years to recover from 2020, so please don't kill Rocket anytime soon. Thanks. By the way, you spoiled Marvel fans, 2021 is going to be your year because you guys pretty much get something new each month. I mean, really, do you think Marvel fans deserve WandaVision January 15th, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier then in March, Black Widow in May, Loki live action the next month, Venom 2, which I swear to God, Spider-Man is going to cameo in. I know it in my bones. Then in the middle of summer, Marvel fans get the animated What If series, which, yes, will have Marvel Zombies What If. If you haven't read the Marvel Zombie comics, do yourself a favor and read it now. You can actually just get Kindle for your computer, just download it, and then get them super cheap off of Amazon. Do it. Giving Grandma Rawrist pressure. Anyways, then Marvel fans have The Legend of the Ten Rings coming out in July, though I'm going to be honest, I have glazed over all news for that movie. I'm going in blind. Let's go, baby. After that, Ms. Marvel will be in late summer, The Eternals hit theaters with a reunion of the Stark Boys in November, Hawkeye live action show is late fall, and then Spider-Man is in December, where you know we're getting some other Spider-Man cameos. I know it in my soul! How come DC fans don't get stuff like this? How come we don't have a super organized universe and we're getting all this cool stuff? Because I know they're going to be pumping out a lot of DC stuff, but I'm really worried about the quality of it. Supposedly we're going to get some live action DC shit on HBO Max. Yes. Anyways. Marvel fans. Spoiled brats. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and, you know,